Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention?
I am that dude, Bodkins. Patty to patty. It's ridiculous. No way. There's nobody else out there. He's your guy. Give a big round of applause for the one and only Bodkin Show. I'm going to repeat that again, folks. I didn't stutter. Welcome to the Bodkins Show. It's all jacked up.
What's going on, bro?
I have no idea what happened.
Yeah,
my internet has been spazzing out for like acting up for like 2 days. Now we are at 3. I mean, the internet bill's paid. Maybe it's the storm happening, Johnny, that's about to come here to Missouri. I have no idea. The crazy thing is like there's less people in the house tonight using the internet, so no idea what's going on. The intro video didn't even pop up on my screen. I have no idea, but welcome to another great episode of the Bodkin Show, folks. If you are joining us, you guys know who it is. I am that dude, Bodkins, and I'm always welcomed every Wednesday now. We have made it official. My main man, my Puerto Rican brother, Johnny Cruz, Mr. Yankee Fin himself. Johnny, what is up, my friend?
Another great Wednesday. Hopefully making some better picks than we have. You said we had a decent week last week, so I'm looking forward to it, man. Always fun talking to you, bro.
It is. We did do all right, Johnny. We went 8-6, me, you, and Craig. And it's not like we picked every game the same. It just happened to be that way this week. And I don't want to talk a whole lot of Packers and Dolphins because we're going to do a lot of that on your show on Friday night. You have extended the invite for me to come on and try to represent my Packers. I'm going to do that to the best of my abilities, even though I think your Dolphins are going to put it to us on Christmas. You guys are about to ruin my Christmas. That's what I'm trying not to get my hopes up, Johnny.
I'm trying not to get, not to get too excited about it because, like I said on my show today, Let's Talk Dolphins on the Let's Talk Sports Network. It's still Aaron Rodgers. You know what I mean? So as long as Aaron Rodgers is on the opposite sideline, you need to worry. So hopefully the guys do what they got to do and come away with a win. We need to win bad. So,
yeah. Let's rewind before we get into this week's games. What was the craziest thing to you last week? Was it the Vikings game, the Vikings-Colts game? Was it the Bucks game? Was it your Dolphins and Bills game? What was like the game to you that was like the eye opener of like, A, this team is dead, B, this team has arrived, or they are who we kind of thought they were?
Well, I mean, if you want to go Minnesota, I mean, because of the biggest comeback, sure. But, you know what I'm saying, how are you going to go down 33-9 to the Colts? So, you know what I'm saying, as impressive as the comeback was, you know what I'm saying, you were getting dominated in that first half. So that just shows you who Minnesota really is. Not for nothing, but, the Jags and Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? I like what Jacksonville's doing. I like, you know what I'm saying, what Doug Peterson is doing for Trevor Lawrence. The kid he looks like the number one pick overall. Everything we saw from him in Clemson, he's doing it. You know what I'm saying? He ain't running as much as he did in Clemson, but he's showing why he was the number one pick and what he can do with an actual real coach as opposed to that crap he had to deal with last year. And for all the hype that the Cowboys and their Cowboys defense, and I love me some Micah Parsons. The kid is a beast. But, yeah, the Jags just threw up 40 on you. You know what I'm saying? So props to the Jags, and Tennessee's heading in the opposite direction. So I'm pulling for the Jags to make the playoffs, man. I think that's more fun.
No, that was going to be my next question. I think that they are going to make the playoffs, Johnny. Yeah. Like, here's the thing. It was reported today, Ryan Tannehill out for the year with the ankle injury. The Jags.
Difference maker's gone. The difference maker is gone.
He's gone. So they're going with Malik Willis the rest of the way. The Jags, this is their next 3 games. They're 1 game behind the Titans, and they own the tiebreaker right now over the Titans. They have the Jets tomorrow night, a winnable game, and we'll talk more about that game in here in a minute. Then they got then they go to Houston to play the Texans. That's another winnable game. I know the Texans have been, they've been
tough. Feisty. They've been feisty lately.
Feisty. They're hanging out, right? Like they've been hanging out with the Chiefs and the Cowboys. And then they host the Titans that last week of the season. They went out there.
I think they take the division, bro. I think they got it, man. If they can handle business tomorrow. If they can handle business tomorrow, because I think the Titans play a pretty good team this week. They play the Texans. With the way the Texans have been playing, I wouldn't be surprised if the Texans win that game.
Yeah. So the Titans have the Texans, like you alluded to, the Cowboys, which that's a loss probably, and then the Jaguars. I mean, even if the Titans find a ways to beat the Cowboys and they go up, if they lose to the Jaguars in a winner-take-all game that Sunday, which that game could be the Sunday night football game. Yeah. That could be winner take all. Winners 9 and 8 are, if I guess it would be 7 losses, but the Jags would have 8. And if they beat the Titans, they would both have 8 losses.
Right.
And that's it. I mean, Jaguars win out and you're in.
Right.
That's
going to be interesting, man.
Who would have thought that?
Nobody, bro. It's going to be interesting. A lot of these matchups are going down to, they could possibly go down to week 18. So that's, of course, the NFL is loving that. The Dolphins are hosting the Jets in week 18. So it could come down to that last playoff spot with them battling, depending on how these next couple, hopefully the Dolphins don't come down to that. But, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of teams that are still in it this deep in December. And you know what I'm saying? The NFL can't ask for nothing better than that. As fan bases, you can't ask for nothing more than your team playing meaningful games, man. So it's been a fun season, man.
Yeah, I'm looking up the last little bit of the playoff options here. So let's just say we got your Dolphins and the Chargers, both 8 and 6. They're holding down the last 2 spots of the playoffs. And then the Chargers own the tiebreaker over the Dolphins. So they're both 8 and 6, and the 2 teams behind them are the Patriots and the Jets. And we could even throw in the Raiders right now at 6 and 8. If they win out and get some help, they could get in. Right. I don't think the Browns or Pittsburgh at 6 and 8 are getting in. But out of those 5 teams, because I think Jacksonville, I don't know if they're going to get in by a wild card. I think they're going to win their division. Which 2 of those 5 teams, who are you picking to make the playoffs? Are you picking the 2 teams that are in right now?
Yeah, I think the 2 teams that are in right now, I mean, the Chargers got a fairly easy. I mean, I'm gonna say that Justin Herbert does it, and they went out and they hold on to their spot. I think the teams that are in it now are going to stay in it. The only change will be Jacksonville taking that division from the Titans. So if it finishes out the way it is, man, talk about the matchups. Like it would be Miami going to Kansas City. So Tyreek going up against his former team. It'll be Justin Herbert going to Cincinnati. So you got Justin Herbert against Joe Burrow. And then the other matchup would be the Ravens going to the Jags. So that's a pretty cool AFC lineup right there, man. So hopefully the Dolphins can solidify a spot. But yeah, the Jets, that defense is there, but Zach Wilson, I don't trust him. The same thing with New England. I mean, Bill Belichick's always going to come up with a good scheme for his defense, but Mac Jones is Mac Jones. You know what I'm saying? So don't let the fact that he got them to the playoffs last year fool you. He ain't nothing special. The Raiders, they're winning a few games now, but I don't have any faith in the Raiders at all. And the Steelers hopefully the Steelers can not have a losing record just to keep Mike Tomlin's thing going, but I don't see them catching a playoff spot. So I think it's pretty much as long as the teams handle their business like they should. I think we're pretty much set. Like I said, except for I think Jacksonville takes over that division in the South.
Yeah, I'm looking at the Chargers record here. They got the Colts on Sunday with our Monday night. Sorry, no Matt Ryan, and we'll talk more about that here in a minute. And then we got they have the Rams, easy winnable game, and then they have the Broncos, 3 winnable games.
Right.
But here, I mean, you're always worried about the Chargers and their coach doing something absolutely stupid. I mean, you want to pick them to win because all the talent in the world. But I mean, Johnny, we both know a Charger's gonna Charger, and they're gonna do something so stupid where you're like, that's a game they should win, but they're just gonna.
I'm totally just pulling for Justin Herbert, to be quite honest. You know what I'm saying? I would love to see that matchup with the Chargers going to Cincinnati. I think that'll be so much fun. So I'm pulling for the kid. I have no faith in the coach or the team. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? That's just me hoping that, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's an easy enough schedule that if he is the reason that they don't make it, as far as Justin Herbert, then you got some stuff to look at. As great as he is, man.
I think the coach would be the reason they don't make it.
Well, that's understandable. That's understandable if the coach just does, his stupid stuff and they lose games. But if Justin Herbert can't beat the Colts, the Texans, and the Rams, then that's a problem. You know what I'm saying? Because you saw how good he can be. So, you know what I'm saying? There's times where you got to put the team on your shoulders if you're that great and just make it happen. You know what I'm saying? So I think they make it, man. I think they hold it down.
Yeah, I think so too. And if they win those 3 games, that's been five wins in a row and 6 out of the last 7 that they had won.
So that's a nice streak going into the playoffs, similar to what Cincinnati did last year.
Yep. And Cincinnati, you keep saying if Cincinnati, the thing is Cincinnati could win this first, they could get that first round bye. Maybe they would need the Chiefs to lose one more game.
Right.
The reason they can, because they play the Bills next week on Monday night.
Yeah.
And that game's going to be awesome. And if they beat the Bills, they have beaten the Chiefs and the Bills and would owe the tiebreakers over both of them.
Yeah.
And then obviously
then you would have the Chargers going to Buffalo. That'd be just as good. Justin Herbert against Josh Allen. You know what I mean? The AFC is loaded, man. I mean, there's a lot of good young quarterbacks in the AFC, man. So it's going to be a fun playoff run, you know what I'm saying, regardless. I just hope my team is part of it. For real.
Exactly. And then you look at the NFC, you got the Giant at the bottom. So the Cowboys, 3 teams have already clinched. Actually, I take that back. 4 teams have clinched in the NFC already. You got the Eagles clinched a playoff spot. They beat the Cowboys this weekend. They wrap it up. Minnesota's clinched won the division.
Yep.
The
San Francisco
49ers have clinched their division. And then the Cowboys have clinched the playoff spot. So that really kind of leaves you the NFC West, which could be Carolina. It could be really any of those teams because they're both all 1 game behind the Bucs, who absolutely stink. And
then you got the Lions, your Packers,
Commanders at 6 and 7, Seahawks, Detroit, and maybe my Packers can sneak in. Out of those 5 teams, the Giants, the Commanders, Seattle, Detroit, and Green Bay, which 2 do you like getting that final playoff spot? Or those last 2 of the 2, pick 2 of 5 to get those final playoff spots.
I think the Giants, I think that tie is going to wind up helping the Giants, bro. That tie is going to be the reason why they wind up getting in. Yeah. I mean, I want to say your Packers because of Aaron Rodgers, but that would mean that you guys win this Sunday, and I don't want that to happen.
We lose to Dolphins. We lose this Sunday. Season's over.
Right. I mean, I really like what Detroit is doing. Seattle definitely came back down to earth. I'm gonna say the Giants. I'm gonna say the Giants, and I'm gonna say the Lions pull it off, man, and make the playoffs for the first time in how long? Since what? Megatron was there?
Yeah.
Probably.
Since, Matt Stafford and Calvin Johnson boys.
Yeah.
Yep.
Jeez.
Yeah, I look at the Giants. Giants had the Vikings. That's probably I think they're gonna lose it. I
think that's a loss too, man.
Yeah, and then they play the Colts that should win, and then they have the last week against the Eagles, which is a toss-up. If the Eagles don't have that number 1 seed wrapped up, they'll have to play. But if they have everything wrapped up, I don't know how much we'll see Jalen Hurts, and who knows, Hurts is hurt, unknown how long, so he may not even play this week, and who knows if he's playing that week. And you might get Gardner Minshew, so that's that last game's real questionable. We have to see how these next 2 weeks go. And you look at the Commanders. The Commanders have the toughest. Your son just sitting here just taking shots, man. Just coming at me with shots.
Packers. Oh, man. Love the confidence, John. But
hey. With the Tua jersey on as well.
Hey, yeah, shout out to John. Yeah, we got that Tua jersey. And the throwback one too. That's a nice
Little
one.
Cruz. I'm not arguing that. I'm not saying that Green Bay. You won't hear the Green Bay a bunch of BS. I shoot it straight. The Commanders here, they got the 49ers this weekend. I think that they could lose that. They could lose their next 3 games very easily. They got the Browns. That could be a loss as well. And then they play the Cowboys that final week, and the Cowboys are still playing for they got the playoffs locked up, but they're not locked into a certain seed yet.
Right.
So they could lose all 3 in their next 3
Yeah,
games.
they can lose all. That was a big loss to the Giants, man, this past Monday night for the Commanders. Wow. Yeah, that was a big win. And on the same thing, it was a big win for the Giants. I think the Giants hold on. Brian Daboll has done a phenomenal job there with them. They're running the ball like they're not asking Daniel Jones to do too much. But yeah, I would love to see Detroit. I mean, but I don't know. I don't have any confidence in Detroit, Seattle, or the Commanders, to be quite honest. I mean,
Seattle's they got the Chiefs. They got the Chiefs this week. They're definitely losing that game.
Yes.
They got the Jets, which the Jets could very easily beat them. And then they got the Rams. That should be a winnable game. Yeah. So then you look at Detroit.
I mean, they prove yourselves that you're, that you're a good enough team. At least make the Chiefs game, competitive. I mean, granted, the Chiefs don't ever cover.
Yeah,
so,
we'll talk. We'll make our picks. We'll talk about the Chiefs.
But I mean, it would suck for Seattle. It was such a good story. It would suck for them to just totally tank out towards the end here, man. But it's like I said, man, it's for all these fan bases to have their teams playing meaningful games in December, man. You can't ask for nothing better than that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you get to enjoy some Christmas Eve football, and hopefully your team wins, and then you still got life for another week as far as your squad making it. So Saquon is a good back.
Yeah. Saquon is a good back.
Yes, he is.
He ain't lying there. The Lions have the easiest road. They have the Panthers this week. That's an easy one, Then they have the Bears, and then they have the Packers the last week of the season. And then the Packers have your Dolphins. Then we have the Vikings, and then Detroit. Green Bay's road's not very easy. So I think it's going to be the Giants and the Lions that get into the playoffs. I'm with you, Johnny. I think the Lions can get that last spot in. They're playing the best that they,
This is a big week this week, bro. Because if you said the Lions are playing the Vikings this week,
no. They are playing. They have a win. Shoot.
Panthers. The Panthers. Your Packers, knock on wood. You know what I'm saying? Because of course I want my Dolphins to win. But yeah, if your Packers win this game, I'm sorry, but you know what I'm saying? I don't see Aaron Rodgers losing those last 2 games, bro. The 2 divisional games, I don't see it happening, bro.
We got to get my biggest game is this week. I've said this. I think I said this on Monday too, on Buffoon and Bodkins. I just want the Packers to win. If we beat Miami this week and we get in the playoffs, all I want you either don't make the playoffs or get in the playoffs and beat Minnesota as the 2-6 seed. And then I don't give a shit if we get blown out by 50 the next game to the Eagles. We didn't get beat by Minnesota, and we don't give Minnesota the satisfaction of sending us home. Beat Minnesota, and then that's all that matters. Yeah, either that or don't make the playoffs at all. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's the thing.
That's the different worlds that we live in. That you have the luxury of saying, you know what, don't don't make the playoffs. But we're like, nah, man, we need to make the playoffs because we don't make it every year. Like you know what I'm saying? You're used to making the playoffs. So it's like, if we don't make it, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? Nah, we want to make the playoffs.
I don't want to. There's the thing though. You don't want, if you were to play the Bills the first round, you'd probably be like, shit, I almost don't rather not make the playoffs, or if we can just beat the Bills in the playoffs.
Right.
Now, you don't want your division rival to send you home. That's
I don't want any of them to set, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't make the playoffs and then get embarrassed. You know what I mean? Yeah. If you're gonna make the playoffs, at least represent a little bit. I mean, I think, like I said on my show earlier, I think our roster is just as good as any other roster. So I think we could beat anybody. It's just are we gonna play well enough that particular game to win? You know what I mean? But don't go into the playoffs and then get spanked, man. That's not a good feel right there at all.
You just hope you didn't peak too early, because a couple weeks ago, you guys looked like one of the best teams in the league. I mean, at times the Bills have looked like the best team in the league. Right now, you could say the Bengals look like the best team in the league, and maybe the Eagles. The Eagles are the only team that really, they had the loss. They lost to the Commanders, and they've had some close games, but they haven't really took that quite nosedive where you're like, oh man, like, did they peak too early? Are we worried about them? But there's you want to be peaking at the right time. And there's just times where you're like, the Chiefs at times have looked like where you're like, man, they look like the best team in the league right now. They're going to be tough to beat. But now it's like, we're getting here down to the last 3 weeks of the season.
Yeah, that's why this game is important right here with the Packers. You know what I'm saying? Because like I mentioned earlier on the show too, like we've been streaky. We won the first 3. We lost the next 3 when Tua was hurt. We won 5 in a row. Now we've lost 3 in a row. So let's win 3 in a row and be hot going into the playoffs. Because I like our chances going to Kansas City. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, as long as everybody's healthy, you know what I'm saying? I think we could put up points. You know what I'm saying? I'm not scared of that Kansas City defense. I'm scared of Patrick Mahomes and what he can do to our defense. But I think we could put up points against that team, and then you just see what happens. But the first things first is Ron and the Packers, man. We have to win this game. Even though if we lose this game and win the next 2, we still make it. But I don't want to be playing that Week 18 game hosting the division rival Jets, praying that we gotta beat the Jets in order to make the playoffs, man. Now I don't want to have to. I don't need that extra stress in my life, man. Just handle your business. Against the Packers, and then go up to Foxborough and beat down on Mac Jones, and then we got it locked, and then whatever happens Week 18 happens, man. But it's fun, man. Like I said, I everything that I hoped for in the beginning of the season is happening so far, still in front of us. I expected us to battle for the division. We've done that. Yeah, we lost out this Sunday, so the division's gone, but we did compete with them. You know what I'm saying? Make the playoffs and win a playoff game. Those were my expectations. So it's still there in front of us. So let's just, first things first, beat the Packers, make it to the playoffs, and then see what happens, man. As long as you get into the dance, you never know.
I think as a Dolphins fan, you got to be satisfied with everything, right? Every question mark that you had going into the season has been answered. Is Tua the guy? Yes. He's the guy we can go with for the next 10 years. You know what I mean? Or at least the next 5 or 6, as long as he stays healthy. Is this coach good? Yes. Check. Yes. You know what I mean? Is Tyreek Hill going to be a good fit? Yes, check. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yep.
Now it's just like, okay, now you know what you need kind of going into the future. We got to build up our defense. We did add Bradley Chubb. So as a Dolphins fan, I think you're looking at things like, hey, we got to be encouraged no matter what. We're playing with house money the rest of the way.
Yeah, I mean, we've basically set ourselves up to where we have a window for the next couple years. You know what I'm saying? Like we have the talent. As much as people are like, oh, they gave up all their draft picks, we still got a 2 2/3, a 5th and 2 6s next year. So that's 2nd and 2/3 round picks. Those are top 100 picks, 100 play. You know what I'm saying? So you got to pick good players. You know what I'm saying? We need some help, like you said, in the defense. But I think Bradley Chubb, he's only 26. He's just learning the defense. Him on the opposite side of Jalen Phillips for the next few years. I like that combo. So if X can get healthy, we need another corner. You know what I'm saying? I love Javon Holland at safety. You know what I'm saying? He's had to play out of position this year, but you know what I'm saying? I think he's an up-and-coming player. So a couple more pieces on the defense, maybe another offensive lineman or two to help protect Tua. And I think we'll be good, man. So it's exciting. You know, I try to remind Dolphin fans that this is Mike McDaniel's first year. So he's gonna, you know what I'm saying, he's gonna have some mistakes, and you know what I'm saying, he's learning on the job basically, but you know, get it all out your system now during the regular season, so that way you're ready to go come playoff time.
Yeah.
Like I said, nobody expected Cincinnati to go to the Super Bowl.
Right.
So why not? You know what I'm saying? Why not?
Exactly. Why not us? That's what I mean, why not? Yeah.
Right.
Let's go ahead. We'll break it down. Let's get into this week's games.
All right.
Again, last week we both had a winning record. We went 8-6. Craig went 8-6. So maybe after 16 weeks, 15 weeks, we know what the hell we're doing. Just took
a little bit, just enough to be over 500.
Right. Let's get into this week, and let's see if we can continue the hot streak. We just kind of mentioned these two teams fighting for their playoff lives. I believe if the loser of this game is done for. Yeah. It would just be too hard, and it's a pick'em game here. 1.5 is the spread. Jags head to New York on a short week. It is Zach Wilson going for the Jets. Who you like in this one in the pick'em game?
I think that you said it right there when you said Zach Wilson. I mean, I think the kid does have some ability. I think he does have some potential, but he didn't play horribly this last game. But I mean, he was missing some wide open throws. It seems like he's better off platform than in the pocket on platform. Which I mean, if he can actually get between his ears settled, I mean, he might actually be pretty good. But I think Trevor Lawrence is actually putting it all together. I think the Jacksonville Jaguars, with all these top 5 picks they've had for the last 25 years, is finally, you know what I'm saying, they got a good squad, they got a good coach. You know, I love the Jets defense. I don't even know if Quentin Williams is playing this week. I don't think it matters, man. I'm going to go with Jacksonville. I think, like we were talking about before, I think Jacksonville takes this division, and they're going to, you know, their chances are obviously way better if they win out, and I think it starts tomorrow. I think they win this game against the Jets, bro.
Yeah, there's one team that, you know, I think that the Jets are one of them teams that I think just played so good so early on and kind of peaked. And there's a team that's peaking right now. And you saw it last week. They were down 21-3 or 7 in that game against the Cowboys. And they just made their defense is young, and it's coming. They're starting to believe. And Trevor Lawrence looks like, you allude to it, Johnny, like that number 1 pick, you know, that the reason they drafted him in Jacksonville. I like both of these coaches. I think Doug Peterson's doing an excellent job, but then it comes down to the better quarterback, right? Like, I think both of these defenses are coming along. The Jets have a great defense. The Jags defense is building, but Trevor Lawrence is an absolute stud. He just doesn't get rattled. I mean, and his team picked him up. We saw it last week. He fumbled in the final 2 minutes. His team made the stop. What's he do? He doesn't get that discouraged. He straps it back on, leads his team back down for a game-tying field goal where they then eventually this team gets the win in overtime. Give me the Jags. I'm with you. We're both in. Lock it in. We're hammering the Jags, baby. It's in a pick'em game. I think that it was actually plus 1.5. 1.5 for the Jags, baby. So give me that.
One of the 2Ks is commenting.
Yeah, Craig is saying, I feel like I've said this before, but the Jags look to have figured something out offensively. I said weeks ago Jets would miss the playoffs. I'm sticking to that. He likes the Jags as well on the road tomorrow night. Who would have thought that you have to turn in if the schedule come out Well, week 1, and I said Jags Jets week 16. You'd be like, I could miss that one on a Thursday night.
I was about to say, yep, I gotta.
With the wife.
I'll
hang out with the wife and watch whatever she wants to watch. But guess what? Now you got to tell the wife tomorrow night, baby, I got to watch the Jags Jets on Thursday night because loser going out of the playoffs. Sorry about it.
Bro, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Watch the Jags and Jets.
I was exactly thinking the same thing. That's one of those. Hey, babe, I ain't worried about the game tonight, man. Let's watch a show or a movie or something together. You know what I mean? But I gotta watch this to see what happens now. So you're right on the money with that, man.
Now you got to turn in, and she's saying you got to watch the Jags and Jets.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, we might have to play them in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Depending on how things fall. So yeah, we got to watch it. Yeah.
Hey, it's good. Yeah. It may not be the most entertaining game, but it's going to be a needed game to watch.
Absolutely. It should be fun, man. Let's see what Trevor Lawrence can do against that defense, man. Let's see what he can do against Sauce and company. I mean, that Jets D is legit, but I like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's going to be fun, man. Which, like you said, who would have thunk it, man?
Let's get to the next one here. It's the Bills headed to Chicago. The Bears are 8.5 dogs at home, hosting the number 1 team in the AFC, the Buffalo Bills. 8.5 seems kind of a lot, but I mean, the Bears just don't have any weapons other than Justin Fields. And if you can keep them in the pocket without scrambling, which is easier said than done. Who you like in this one?
I mean, I definitely like the Bills to win this game. You want to say that it could be a letdown game after they, held it down against Miami this past week, but they definitely want that number 1 spot. So, I mean, I'm definitely think the Bills win the game. They definitely play the type of defense that'll kind of contain Justin Fields. They play a lot of zone. They don't play a lot of man-to-man, so he ain't going to be able to just be running while defensive backs, have their backs turned to him. 8.5 is a lot, but you know what, man? I'm going to say that Chicago's going to cover, bro. The Bills are going to win this game, but I think the Bears find a way to cover, man. Even if it's a last-minute Justin Fields running for 60-something yard touchdown, and the Bears find a way to cover. 8.5 is a lot. I don't think Buffalo. I think they just want to win the game. They ain't worried about stomping nobody now.
Yeah, remember, folks, most of these games, there's only 3 games on Sunday. Every game is going to be played on Saturday outside of the Thursday night game, and 3 other games on Sunday. So Saturday, Christmas Eve is the big day.
Yep.
Man. Let's see. Oh, Craig's got something here before I make my pick here. Of course, Bears covered 9 against Philly at home. I'll take them again to cover. Of course, he's on the Bears. Craig, you don't even need to put the comment in. I literally wrote it down before you commented.
Well, that makes me feel better about my pick, though.
I'm going to go on Bills Island just because I just think that they can do it. A week and a half. I guess they played last Saturday, so it'd be only a week. Similar day. I think the Bills can get it done. They're just a little bit better than everybody else. Give me the Bills to cover. Keep Justin Fields in line. Fields is banged up too.
Right.
Give me the Bills at minus 8.5 or 9.5. 8.5.
I was about to say, is it 9.5? Because if it's 9.5, then definitely. But yeah, 8.5. It's 8.5. No, like I said, I think the Bills definitely win this game. But I mean, like I said, they definitely play zone defense, but no, I say a last minute touchdown by the Bears covers the spread.
Let's get into the next one real quick. It's not a whole lot to say. I did think Deshaun Watson looked his best in a brown uniform last Saturday against the Ravens. They are now hosting the Saints, and they're 3-point favorites here against the Saints. Who you like in this one?
I'm going Browns, bro, and that is the team. Like, if Cleveland makes the playoffs, don't nobody want to play the Browns, bro. With Nick Chubb and the way they're able to run the ball,
they lost too many games.
I mean, I feel you because they got 8 losses already.
Yeah, they'd have a lot of help and win.
Yeah, they'll need a lot of help, but they would be scary if they got in with Deshaun Watson just getting going, Nick Chubb. They got some weapons. The deep. Yeah, I'm definitely taking the Browns to win this game here. The Saints, I don't know what. I mean, they're punishing, Jameis Winston just because, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not playing him just because of whatever he might have said or some crap like that. So you're going to go with Andy Dalton. I mean, you actually have a chance to win a division and you playing games. You know what I'm saying? Like, play the quarterback that's actually going to help you win instead of just, you're cutting off your nose to spite your face. So I'm gonna say that Deshaun Watson and the Browns win this game, and I wouldn't be surprised if they win it by like 10 plus, bro, for real.
I don't know. The Saints can move the ball a little bit. They can score. The Ravens couldn't score. And I like the Saints' offensive weapons. The Saints stink, though. But you're giving me +3. I think the it'll either be a push or not. So if it was 3.5, I take the Saints, but at 3, I'm with you. Give me the Browns at -3.
Yeah. Like I said, the Saints can actually win that division, and you're messing around. And granted, I'm not saying that Jameis Winston is no superstar, you know what I'm saying? But Andy Dalton, like really, Andy Dalton. That's who you think is your best chance to win. And like I said, you're one game behind like that whole division is crap. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm hoping the Panthers win the division, to be quite honest. You know what I'm saying? They fire Matt Rule and then they make the playoffs. Wouldn't that be something?
Yeah. I mean, it's possible.
Yeah.
Alan's chiming in. Y'all see the Pro Bowl list. I didn't see the full list, Alan,
that's a
but
popularity contest, bro.
CMC got the cut. I don't really, Johnny, I'm more about all pro than Pro Bowl.
Right.
The Pro Bowl, like you said,
Pro Bowls is a popularity contest. Yep. All pros is what really means something.
Game is awful as well, too. Like, so I just tune everything out when it's comes.
Do you remember back in the day when they used to have like the quarterback competitions and all that stuff during Pro Bowl weekend? Yeah. Like I love, bring that back, especially with all these young quarterbacks we got now.
I think they are bringing that back. Maybe
are they? Okay,
I think
because I'd rather watch that than watch the actual game. Because I mean, you might as well just play flag football for the Pro Bowl. To be honest. That way you make sure nobody gets hurt and, you know what I'm saying, whatever, because nobody tackles anyway. But, yeah, man, those skills competition with the quarterbacks back in the day used to be a lot of fun, man. They need to do that again.
Craig said he's taking the Saints, F massage, and his boys. So let's
I feel you. I'm thinking strictly football, not, you know what I'm saying? That was nice. That was funny.
We get into the Texans and Titans. The Titans got to have this one, Johnny. Again, Ryan Tannehill seems to be out for the year with the ankle injury. Malik Willis versus Dougie Mills, and the way the Texans have been playing, it's scary. But the Texans are getting +3 after being dogs of like 14 and 15. Who you like in this one?
Wow, this one is tough because I really want to pick the Texans because I think the Titans are they're a sinking ship. But I really like and respect Mike Vrabel. I know the difference maker is out in this one, and it's Malik Willis. I actually like Davis Mills. I mean, I like what the Texans have been doing these last couple of weeks. I don't trust Lovie Smith though. He always winds up either not doing good with his timeouts or the clock or something, but I mean, with no confidence at all, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and man. I'm gonna go with my first instinct, and I'm gonna just go ahead with the Texans, bro. I'm gonna take the Texans.
You're taking the Texans?
Yeah. I mean, I know the Titans should win this game, but
well, I mean, they could still win the game, but you're giving me +3 with the Texans.
True.
I mean, we just saw the Texans hang out with 2 playoff teams like the Chiefs, who are a Super Bowl caliber team, took them to overtime. Right. Took the Cowboys to the brink as well, another Super Bowl type contender. I don't think the Titans are either one of those teams. Give me the Texans. They got something figured out here these last 2 weeks. So that
do we know if Dameon Pierce is playing?
No, he's on IR. He's done for the year.
Oh, he's done for the season. Damn,
done for the year.
I still think Lovey does it, man. I think they're playing hard for him, bro. They're playing hard for him. You know what I'm saying? So I'll go Texans. Yeah, I'm good with the Texans.
And then Twofull here says he thinks the Texans are getting something put together. I do too. Hey, I do too. Give me the Texans at +3, baby. It seems like everybody in the chat. Alan said that. Oh, he did wonder. Alan said here too. Geno Smith made it the Pro Bowl this year.
Good
I don't really have a problem with Geno making. Yeah, he's played well. He's played well.
Yeah.
I mean, is he one of the best 4 quarterbacks in the NFC? No. I don't know, but he's put up better numbers, right? He's put up better numbers than Aaron Rodgers.
I mean, he should definitely get, you know what I'm saying, comeback player of the year, I think. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's definitely done a great job. Like I said, they're coming back down to earth, so you kind of feel bad. I hope they find a way to make the playoffs just to kind of solidify the season that they had. But I mean, like I said, it's a popularity contest, so good for Geno.
So below freezing game. Henry's to be hurting guys by the 4th. Texans can't get up high enough to take the run out. Titans need this game at home. King Henry game coming. He likes the Titans.
Well, we say that every week, though. Every week we say it's a King Henry game. And I mean, who was it that they played last week that had like a horrible run defense? Yeah, had one of the worst.
Had over 100 yards. And they still lost.
Right, exactly. So he can run for 200 and they'll still lose. You know what I'm saying? So, and God forbid the Texans go up 14. Game's over.
Yeah. Twofull here says if I'm a betting, I'll take the Titans. If I go straight win by my gut, Texans. I like the Texans. I would probably take the Titans money line, but if you give me the 3 points, I'm gonna take the Texans to cover.
Yep.
We get into Seahawks at the Chiefs. It's supposed to be about -3 here, or it feels like -3 here on Saturday. Seattle getting points +10. Do you like the Pro Bowl quarterback Geno Smith and 10 points, or are you taking the Chiefs here, who can never freaking cover?
That's exactly it right there. The Chiefs never cover. I mean, I don't think the Seahawks. Damn. I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm gonna go. I mean, this one's rough, man, because the Chiefs could absolutely destroy them, or it could be a really tight game and they barely win. You know what I'm saying? They win, or they win comfortably by 7, 8, 9 points. You know what I mean? 10 is a lot, man. I'm gonna say Seattle covers because the Chiefs never cover. I don't think the Seahawks will win this game, but they run the ball. They play good defense, so I think they'll shorten the game by running the ball and keep Mahomes off the field. But Mahomes will make just enough plays to win the game. But I think the Seahawks will cover the 10. Of course, I say that, and then it'll be like 45 to 10 or something like that. But whatever. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take the Seahawks.
I'm kind of with you. Twofull says the double-digit points always take the underdog on the money. Chiefs still win. And he even noted was kind of saying he's a diehard Chiefs fan, but take the points. Yeah. So Alan's even saying
that just makes sense, man. That just makes
fans
sense.
Rejoice. And then Craig is he's chiming in here as well. I like a lot of the unders in ice cold games. Kansas City wins, but he likes Seattle to cover.
Yeah. Like I said, that seems like the sensible bet, but then of course, like I said, Kansas City will win 38-10.
I love Kansas City money line. I love Kansas City money line, but the Chiefs just never cover. Give me the Seattle at 10.5. If you're giving me points, Geno and the boys can keep it at 10.5. I know no Lockett for Seattle, but Kenneth Walker keep running with Kenneth Walker.
I was about to say, just run the ball.
Game.
Right.
Run the ball. Yep. Get the ball. Give the ball to DK Metcalf. Geno's been playing pretty well. Their defense, the Seattle defense is atrocious. They can't stop the run either. But Andy never wants to just
they're building in that secondary, bro. That rookie corner, I'm blanking on his name right now, but he's like 6'3", 6'4". That corner is gonna be good, and the undrafted safety they got too. I'm blanking on their names, but both of these kids are playing well. So that secondary, Pete Carroll, he knows how to find them, bro. So that secondary is going to be good. If they get a couple more pieces on the front seven, that Seattle defense is going to be nice, man. But yeah, I think they keep it close, man. They're going to run the ball and shorten the game. Yeah,
the Chiefs never just want to stick with the run. Andy's always been notorious for never sticking with the run and getting too cute for things. So right. I think that'll cause some trouble there. If they would just run Pacheco or somebody, they could probably win that game by 10.5. But or maybe not if both teams are running the ball. Time runs out. So
true.
Let's get in the next one. The Vikings. We alluded to it, coming off that huge comeback win. Here come the Giants to town. Coming off that huge Sunday night win, the Vikings at home, 4-point favorites here. Do you like the Giants at +4? Or are you taking the Vikings to get it done again?
Well, I mean, you know how I feel about the Vikings. I think they're gonna have a little bit of a letdown after that huge comeback last week. I mean, there's no way that they can stay on that type of a high. So I think, the Giants are playing for their playoff lives. So I think, even if the Giants don't win, they're getting points. So I'm going to go ahead and go with the New York Football Giants I think they win the game, but they definitely at least covered these 4. I'm going to take the Giants. Yeah, they were down 33-0 to the Colts, man. If they go down like that, or if they go down 20 to the Giants, they're not coming back on the Giants D. You know what I'm saying? And that coach. So I'm going with the Giants, man. I think the Giants could actually win that game.
Yeah, Alan's right with you. He says Giants win outright, clinch their playoff spot.
There you go.
I don't know on the money line, but I tell you this every week, Minnesota plays everybody close. Mm-hmm. Every game with them is a damn near 3-point game. So if you're giving me 4, I'll take the Giants at +4. Let's go, G-Men.
Yes, sir. This one is going to be interesting.
The Bengals at the Patriots. I'm surprised this spread is only Bengals -3 as they go into Foxborough. I'm surprised this spread is not higher.
That's the respect of Bill Belichick. That's all that is.
The respect of Bill Belichick. They just had the dumbest play, probably one of the top 3 dumbest plays in NFL history,
bro. And if he could, he would cut half of them, bro.
Number 1 play in how to end a game. The only play I could think dumber is the Colts. Remember the Colts a couple years ago, when Pat McAfee was there, the weird punt, and they had everybody lined it here and just the center. And
man. I was so happy with that play, man. That was one of the greatest plays I've ever seen in my life. And to see Chandler Jones, of all people, the former Patriot, make that play, and with the awesome stiff arm of Mac Jones, like you weren't even trying to make that tackle, bro. You know what I'm saying? You deserve to get posterized right there.
There was no way he was going to make the tackle.
But at least actually make an effort. Like he went in there all kinds of scared, and then got mushed to the ground.
Hey, Chandler said, give me that ball and my chain. Straight deboed him. That's my bike, chain. Punk. That's my bike. That's my bike, punk. This is my victory, punk. That's exactly what happened to that game. Just absolutely just crazy chaos in that
awesome
game.
Oh, I love
and
seeing
then you got
it,
the Bengals who were down 17 and absolutely just killed it in the second half against the Bucs. And you're only giving them 3 points.
Yeah, I'm taking Cincinnati here, bro. I think the Pats, I think this ends the Pats, playoff chances right here with this loss. I think Cincinnati, like you said earlier, man, they eyeing the potential of getting that number 1 spot, bro. Dude, there's like a still picture of Chandler Jones just mushing his head down. Oh my God, it's wonderful. Like I would put that poster on my wall if they make a poster of that, bro. For real. It was so wonderful to see, bro. For real.
It was. I seen a meme. It was like, it was a scratch surface. It's like, you're probably wondering how I got here. And it's Matt Jones just getting stiff armed.
Oh man, you gotta love it, man. But yeah, I'm going Cincinnati here. I'll take Cincinnati. I think Joe Burrow, they're hot right now. And like I said, you know what I'm saying? They eyeing if they can win out and you know what I'm saying, the Bills stumble or the Chiefs stumble one more time, they got the tiebreak against the Chiefs too. Like, wouldn't that be something? Cincinnati gets the number one spot, bro. And they started out kind of slow too this year.
They did. Craig saying Foxborough is always a hard place to play. Hard to be in a tough week after that loss. Patriots playoff line on the line. Want to be easy, but he likes the Bengals at -3 as well. He does think it's less than a TD though. Hey, you guys know me. Bodkinsboro Bengals every week, baby. I'm riding with the Bengals at -3. Lock it in. My Bengals ride again.
Oh my God. I'm gonna be looking for that. I'm gonna be eyeing out for that poster, bro, for real.
You could probably get it made.
Yes, I'm about to say I'm gonna make that happen, bro.
We get into
forget about a poster, a t-shirt. You need to put that on a t-shirt, bro.
Getting to two teams that are fighting for their playoff lives. The Lions head to Carolina. The Lions are 2.5 favorites here. Detroit playing, I think, their best ball of the season right now.
Absolutely, man. I think it's 5 or 6 in a row, or five in a row, six in the last 7, or 6 in a row.
They started. They're 7-7 right now, and they were 1-6. So
6-1 in their last 7, bro.
Yeah.
I like
losses
to the Bills on Thanksgiving by 3, bro. So they're balling out, man. And everybody was, you know what I'm saying, was gigging on the Dolphins when the Dolphins barely beat them. Now look, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna keep riding with the kneecap biters and say that the Lions, you know what I'm saying, keep it going, man. I think the Lions win this game, bro.
Yeah. We got a couple comments. Tino's chiming in here. He says, "What's up? What's up, Tino?
What up?"
And then we got
minus 2.5 too. Yeah, man. I'm gonna take the Lions, man.
Tuflo says could give him 9 and he'd still take the Lions on the spread. So yeah, I'm kind of with you on that. I'm surprised this spread is so low too. Lions win and move into the 7th seed after this week is what Alan's saying. And Johnny, we said Lions were going to make the playoffs. We both said they could make the playoffs. So with that being said, yeah, give me Detroit, whether it's -2. I'm surprised this is so low. Give me the Lions, baby. The only thing that scares me is Carolina loves to run the football. Detroit struggles stopping the run. So it could be a big day for Foreman. But give me Detroit, baby. This is the brand new Lions.
And the Lions did a good job against the Jets run game, and the Jets like to run the ball, and the Jets have a better defense than the Panthers, and the Lions won that game. So yeah, I think as much as the Panthers may have an opportunity to win that division, man, I'm rolling with Dan Campbell and his boys. I'm sticking with the Lions, man.
Yeah, Craig is saying the same thing. He likes the Lions to win. First 1-6 team to make the playoffs. Panthers
That's
still stink.
Awesome.
Lions hot as anyone. Lions win and cover. Yeah, I think everybody is on the rooting for the Lions, right? They're like your like I don't know, like mentally
like the Jags. They're like the Jags. They're like the Jags of the NFC.
Even worse. They're worse than the Jags because the Jags are new organization.
I feel you.
Detroit's been around forever. Had greats like Barry Sanders and things like that. But so they're like I don't even know, like, I don't want to say mentally challenged because then somebody's going to replay this when I make it.
Don't use that phrase.
I don't know. I don't know what to say.
They're the redheaded stepchild.
Yeah, but no, I don't even, because nobody likes the redheaded stepchild. They're like the person that you just want to see succeed every once in a while because you feel bad for them. You know, they're like the person.
The bad news bears. The bad news bears.
I don't know. They're like the child who was born out of their father left them at birth. Their mom's a crack whore. Their grandma doesn't care about them. Like they're just being raised in this product. You're like, I feel bad for them. They just keep taking these L's of life. Like, they get a dog. Then their dog gets run over 2 weeks later. I mean, you feel bad for them. You're just like, man, I just want to see you win. I want to see you succeed. I feel bad. You've taken so many L's in life. Just get up here. That's the best analogy I can give the Lions.
And that's coming from a division rival Packer fan, bro. So, yeah,
exactly.
I feel you on that, bro. Talk about painting a picture. Oh, man.
Alan saying the 50s Lions won the NFL championship back in the
nobody
day.
watching or listening right now was born in the 50s. Alan, come on, man.
Come on, Alan. Tupelo says if they left Detroit, I think the cloud of loser would dissipate. So that might be true.
So they hating on the city right there.
They hating on the city. Tupelo, what did the city of Detroit ever do to you? They gave us Eminem. Damn it, I'll never hate on Detroit for that.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Top 5 all time. Don't even come at me about it either, too.
Amen, Johnny. Hey, that's another person. So I don't know. That's one person in my mind could never do no wrong is Eminem, because that's my just like my main rapper of all time, my favorite rapper of all time. I tell people I'm like a Stan-esque, you know. He could kill 10 people. I'd be like, I still repping him like that. I was talking about that with my wife with Dave Chappelle earlier today.
Right.
I was like, because she sent me a meme. It was like bad mouthing Dave. I said, Dave could walk into this house, shoot 4 kids of ours, and I still would rep. I'd still watch Dave Chappelle's show every day. I said, Dave could do no wrong to me.
Right. Nah, I feel you.
Hey, Joe Burrow that way too. So
right. But M, definitely. Like I said, don't even come at me with nothing. Yeah, M is definitely top 5. He could be top 3, to be quite honest, bro. Just his lyric, like nobody right now is messing with him. Nobody alive now is messing with him.
Yeah,
maybe Wayne,
football.
And that's it. But back to football. Go ahead.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, Bobby. Allen said Bobby Lane cursed the Lions after they trade him to Pittsburgh. Lions will not win another championship in 50 years. Well, it's got to be wrapping up. It's got to be past 50 years, Alan.
I was about to say, right.
50,
right.
So, here we are. Backup quarterback game. I guess Desmond Ritter's now the official starter. Didn't look awful last week, but didn't look great last week. The Falcons go to the Ravens getting points at +7.5. Do you like Atlanta? Still no Lamar for the Ravens.
I mean, I like Baltimore to win this game, but I feel you, Tufel. I'm almost like you almost have to. I mean, Atlanta keeps every game close. I mean, Ritter, he did look. I mean, he definitely looked like a rookie. That Baltimore defense is playing well. I want to take the points, but I think Baltimore beats them down, bro. I think Baltimore winds up running all over them, and they win by 10+, yo. So I'm gonna go Baltimore, even with all those points. Baltimore is trying to hold on to try to win that division, man. They can't mess around with this team. They gotta win this.
But I mean, 7.5 is a lot.
It is a lot, but it's Ritter, bro. I'm taking Baltimore.
I'm with Tufelo here. Give me the Falcons here. +7.5. They couldn't score against the Browns defense, and while the Browns defense is decent, they just didn't look good. They didn't inspire me at all on Saturday either. Tufel. I'm going with give me Atlanta here, doing the dirty bird.
Fair enough.
Give me Atlanta here at +7.5. Craig's chiming in here real quick. He's lost faith in Baltimore. He likes them to win by 4, but give him the Falcons to cover this big of a spread. You're on.
I mean, I feel you. It makes total sense. I mean, I'm surprised by Allen's comment.
Yeah.
You think Algier's gonna go off against that Baltimore D? I don't know, man. Roquan Smith is fitting perfectly in that defense, man. I don't know about that one, man. Like I said, it very well could. It very well could be close. You guys are probably all right with taking the 7.5, but I don't know. I just got this gut feeling that Baltimore's going to put it on them, yo.
Oh, so Craig messaged me because I didn't see this comment, so I have to go back up here and make this comment. He knows this will get Bodkin's hard as cement, but Hurts misses a few games. Burrow MVP. Hell yeah, he is, baby. Hey, I just said there's a couple people in my life could do no wrong. Joey Burrow, he already gets me hard, Craig. He wins the MVP, man. Hey, I'll be looking like that meme from South Park on this computer. He gets MVP.
Dude, that was the exact meme that was in my head, bro, before you even said that, bro. That's crazy, bro.
I think if Hurts misses, let's say Hurts does miss these next 3 games or 2 of these next 3 games, and Joe Burrow plays lights out and the Bengals get the first seed in the AFC,
does he
leapfrog?
I think he
Jalen
does.
Hurts.
I think he does. But if Hurts doesn't play and they lose 2 out of 3, then I think he might get it because they're gonna say, "Oh, see, if Hurts was playing, you know what I'm saying? Like they definitely missed him." You know what I'm saying? But if the Eagles go on to win these 3 games without Hurts, I think that kind of hurts him a little bit, especially if Joe Burrow goes off and the Bengals get to that number 1 seed. I think so.
Tufo is in here. He's just a hater. That's because Joe Burrow's his daddy, because Joe Burrow's went into Kansas City twice, beat him. I mean, they beat him 3 times in the year 2022. So he's just a hater here, Tufo. Burrow is no way, shape, or form will sniff the MVP at all. Get out of here. He will finish top 3 MVP guaranteed. Promise you that, Tufo.
I mean, Hurts should win it. But like I said, if they lose every game that Hurts doesn't play, then that solidifies him being that valuable. If they win those games without Hurts, I think that's going to hurt Hurts because, you know what I'm saying, they're going to be like, all right, the team is that good. That's why, you know what I'm saying? Even though he's played well, but Hurts, Tua, Kelsey, I mean, even Tyreek, bro. Tyreek might get 2,000 yards. You know what I'm saying? But I think
they don't give it to receivers or
I know.
Travis Kelce, how are you going to say?
I know. And the national media will never give Tua the MVP, bro. Like, he could ball out these next 3 weeks and make the playoffs, and the national
the problem with Tua is he's had some stinker games on national television.
Right.
Name a time Joe Burrow ever had a stinker of a game on national television. You can't. That's the thing. The dude is lights out. Lights out.
I mean, he's had some stinkers. Don't make me go back in my notebook because I had to pull out some stats when everybody was hating on Tua for having that bad game. But no, I like Joe Burrow, man. I think if they get that number 1 seed, he's got to get some consideration. But I think I don't think Hurts misses all 3 games. You think he misses all 3 of these games?
Maybe he misses 2, maybe 3. 2,
like I said, if he misses all 3 and they still win him, I think that's gonna go against him, bro. Eagles they're gonna be like, look, that team is so good. That team is so good that they won even though Hurts wasn't playing. You know what I mean?
Tufo, you're just a hater, brother. Hey, Tufo, just look in the mirror and just say I'm a hater. I'll admit when I'm a hater, and I'll admit when I'm a lover of somebody. And I'll admit I'm a Joe Burrow lover, man. I love the kid. But I mean, to say Andy Dalton had Ocho Cinco and TJ Hushmanzada, he did have great receivers, and they never got anywhere with Andy freaking Dalton. Get out of here with this blasphemy. There will be no Joe Burrow blasphemy allowed on this program, Tufalo. I won't have it. Can't stand it. Won't happen. No. Get out of here. Get out of here.
All right, so this pick, bro.
Atlanta against Dallas. Burrow did okay, but his O-line was shit. Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
I said, I
gave you 5 spot 5 for Burrow. I mean, Craig's even saying Burrow beat Mahomes. I'm giving it the MVP to Hurts right now. I think Burrow is close at 2. Josh Allen and Mahomes are real. You know, it's
right.
You could make a case for any one of those guys.
Right. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. And Burrow does have some good weapons, just like Hurts. You know what I'm saying? AJ Brown and Devontae Smith, you know what I'm saying? That's no joke. And they can run the ball. So
yeah. Let's get into the next one here. The Commanders fighting for their playoff spot. Taking on the 49ers, headed out west here. The 49ers, Brock Purdy looked good again on Thursday in his first start. Who you like here? 49ers at -7.
I mean, the 49ers They beat down the Bucks something fierce the other week. Oh man, like you want to say that the Commanders should make a game of this. I mean, Brock Purdy has to come back down to earth at some point. But again,
Maybe
you know, they're not asking him. I mean, facts. He could, you know what I'm saying, and they're not asking him to do that much because there's so many weapons on that team. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and say that Washington and Heineke, which I should have brought a beer with me. I'm gonna say Heineke keeps it close, man. And I'm gonna take the 7 points. I'm gonna take the Commanders in the +7.
Brock Purdy has made me a believer. They have the weapons. I'm going with Brock Purdy. Maybe I'm just sour because I had Taylor Heineke in my fantasy team last week, and he absolutely did dipshit and sucked ass. So maybe I'm just bitter, Johnny. But give me Brock Purdy and the boys at -7. Let's go 49ers.
I mean, they could easily beat them down. So, I mean, it's possible for the 49ers to win by 14, 20 points. But I think, yeah, I agree with Tofu. I think Washington makes it interesting. I mean, they're holding on for dear life onto that last playoff spot. So if they want to, if they want to avoid Detroit taking over that spot, they better win this game.
So Alan saying Purdy's going to get hit a lot, but 49ers win a close game. Craig saying 49ers get it done. Defense is just too damn good. That's true. 49ers defenses, I mean, you want to talk about a defense that's rolling right now.
Legit. Yeah.
Yep, they're steamrolling. Craig is in on San Francisco.
I'm gonna give Heineke the benefit of the doubt and say he keeps it close, man.
Bad, my friend.
I like that those skills. I mean, Jahan Dotson and and Terry McLaurin. I like those wide receivers. I mean, they got a lot of good players on Washington. So yeah, I say Heineke keeps it close, man.
We get into the game of the week. Again, unsure if Jalen Hurts is playing. He's banged up. It looks like it could be Gardner Minshew here. The Eagles, and I think that's what's affecting the spread. Eagles go to Dallas. The Eagles are the dogs on this game at 5 points. Are you taking Minshew and the 5 points against the Cowboys, who've kind of looked, I mean, the last 2 weeks, they have really struggled.
They have, and to the point we were just talking about with the whole MVP, if Gardner Minshew comes in there and balls out, you know what I'm saying, does that take anything away from Hurts? Because, again, Hurts is playing well, but he's got 2 great receivers, good running backs. The offensive line is one of the best offensive lines in football. The defense is one of the best defense in football. If Minshew comes in there and balls out, I think that's going to say a lot about Jalen Hurts' MVP. It's not going to take nothing away from him having a great season, but I think that'll affect the MVP a little bit. But, yeah, you're going to give me Philly and points? Yeah, no, I'm taking Philly, bro. Even with or without Hurts, bro. I'm going to take Philly.
Yeah,
like you said, Dallas has been struggling, bro. Dallas has been struggling, bro.
Dallas has struggled. 2 weeks ago, I thought they looked like they were the best. Again, another team that I thought peaked really good. I was like, man, they look like the absolute best team in the league. Then they struggle kind of that's early on against the Colts, turn it on the fourth quarter, struggle against the Texans, lose to Jacksonville.
Right.
And here's the thing, Gardner Minshew is no chump. It's not like he's never played in this league before. He's a very capable quarterback and a good backup. He's a guy that can get it done. I'm with you here. You're giving me the points with the Eagles. Yeah. Hey, hold on a second. Greg just nailed it too, my friends. Philly +5. I'm taking Philly. Minshew mania. Yeah. Pro Bowl Pollard will have a big game is what Alan's saying. Well, guess what, Alan? What you gonna do, brother, when Minshew mania is running wild on you?
Bro, Minshew is perfect for Philly too, bro. He's perfect.
He's a good backup, quality backup. Man. I like it. You're giving me 5 points. Give me Minshew mania.
Bro, yeah, just lost to the Jags and the Houston Texans almost beat you, Alan. You know what I'm saying? And I like Tony Pollard, but I don't know. That Philly D they're good, man.
All right, the last game. Tufalu is saying he can appreciate my WWE throwback. Hey, appreciate it, Tufalu. Yep, that's what you get when you tune into the Bodkin Show. You get a little bit of everything.
Absolutely. What'd you do, man?
We get into the Raider. I don't know
I can't see nothing on the screen.
I'm going to stop sharing it, I think. Here we go. We'll just do that. Giants. It was the Raiders and Pittsburgh. I don't know what happened.
Okay.
Stupid internet here. There
I was about to say,
baby. There. All right. I just had to stop share screening it. All right. It's Raiders at the Steelers. Raiders headed into Pittsburgh. The immaculate reception. R.I.P. to Johnny. Franco Harris passed away today. And what do you know? The Raiders come to town on the immaculate reception. That's what they're touting as, like anniversary game. Raiders at 2.5 plus 2.5 against the Steelers.
Kenny Pickett is back. I'm gonna ride with the Steelers, especially with the emotion of the whole Franco Harris and RIP Franco Harris. But I think Pittsburgh's gonna play motivated. Like I said, Kenny Pickett's back. I love George Pickens, and they are trying. I mean, they're still mathematically, in the playoff hunt, and they can at least keep the streak going of non-losing seasons for Mike Tomlin. So I think Mike Tomlin's going to have them ready to go, and I think the Raiders are going to be the Raiders. They won on that lucky play, even though I love it and I'm going to make it a T-shirt. But I don't think the Raiders. I'm going to go Pittsburgh, and it was -2 for Pittsburgh.
Yeah. -2.5.
I'll take Pittsburgh.
Yeah. Hey, good evening to you, St. Louis fan, Mr. Discount. We appreciate you tuning in.
What up?
Alan saying, wave them towels. Steelers win. I'm with you guys. Hey, Franco Harris, rest in peace. That'll be the motivating factor for the Steelers. Steelers win. Won the immaculate reception game. They're winning this game. Give me the -2.5. They can cover. I like the Steelers here at -2.5 as well. I think the Steelers win by 3 or so.
At least, man. They might put it on them, man. Like I said, they're gonna be definitely motivated. Okay.
We get into the Sunday games here. Christmas Day. My Packers head to your Dolphins, Johnny. Your Dolphins are favored at 3.5. Who you like in this one?
I mean, I gotta go. I gotta go Miami, bro. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they have to win this game. I know the 3.5 is. You know what I'm saying? They could always win last second field goal. But I think honestly we win by at least a touchdown. You know what I'm saying? Unless Aaron Rodgers goes buck, which come on now, don't do this to me, Aaron. As much as I know, you know what I'm saying, that's your boy, that's your team, you know what I'm saying? But my Dolphins, we need this game, and we need to, you know what I'm saying, we need to not make a statement, but at the same time, we need to make a statement. And just, you know what I'm saying, that we are a legitimate team, and you know what I'm saying, we cannot go limping into the playoffs. We need to go on a nice little streak here and you know what I'm saying, win these 3 in a row. Yeah.
So Alan's saying
don't feel sorry for me, bro. You better worry about your own team, bro.
Johnny, hey,
it's all good though, Alan. It's all love, Alan.
Get at. You know what, Johnny? Little Johnny is about to be banned here. Rodgers is gonna be to his son. Get out of here. Get out of here, little Cruz. Get out of here.
Come on now, don't be disrespecting Aaron Rodgers.
Hey,
bro. Aaron Rodgers is one of my favorite.
Right,
that's one of my favorite quarterbacks, man. That's the stuff right there that Dolphin fans should not be doing, John. We've talked about this. We've talked about this. We are in no position to be talking trash like that.
When it's Christmas Day and you guys are sitting down to the game, I need you. If we start winning the game, I want you to turn to your son and I want you to say, "It's your damn fault for that damn post you posted right there. It's your fault."
Oh man, I mean, just honestly, Miami has the better team. Obviously, you guys have the better quarterback, obviously, but Miami has the better team. Even though I like, saying the Watson kid is starting to develop nicely. I'm saying that's a good player. I mean, for his size to have that speed is ridiculous. But I mean, we should be able to put up points. So we got to win this game, man.
Yeah, we can't stop the run very well at all.
That's true too, Craig.
Both teams need it. Both by the end of the day, Miami's much better team. The same game. This game, and the game isn't at Lambeau. That's right. If the game was at Lambeau, I'd feel a lot more comfortable.
Yeah, I'd be a lot more nervous. I'm still nervous, but yeah, I'd be a lot more nervous if it was in Lambeau.
Yeah, Johnny. Like, here's the thing. I mean, hey, man.
You're gonna give me the whammy. You're gonna give me the whammy and pick the Dolphins.
I'm giving you the Dolphins, man. We're all in on the Fins. I told you, this Packers team I'm still not. We haven't beat a good team all year. We just haven't. I mean, we beat who we beat. Name one team that you look at our record and you're like, well, they beat them. We beat the Bucks. They stink. I guess the Cowboys is our lone signature win. That's the only team right now where you're like, well, I mean,
like I said, my only thing is, you know what I'm saying, when you've got, you know what I'm saying, in my opinion, one of the best quarterbacks ever, because you know what I'm saying, like, John, you're being a little disrespectful, John.
Johnny,
you know
I'm gonna send these little crews. I'm gonna send all this shit. You're saying
you think Aaron Rodgers don't be watching? You think he don't be watching? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Come on now, John.
We're his second favorite podcast, the Pat McAfee Show and the Bodkin Show.
Right.
You know, he tunes in for both.
But nah, man, when you got Aaron Rodgers on that sideline, bro, you always have a chance, bro. So
we do have a chance, but
until that game is over, I'm not gonna be comfortable, bro, for real. You know what I'm saying?
At 3.5, I'll take the Dolphins at 3.5, minus 3.5. We get into two teams that absolutely stink. No waste of time here. It's a pick'em game. Broncos, Rams. Who you like here? I don't know if it's Russ is playing or not.
I don't think it matters.
Does it matter?
I mean, I want to say the Rams because they're home, but I'm gonna go Broncos just cause. I mean, what's the spread?
What is the spread here? You're looking at Denver at minus 2.5.
Yeah, I guess.
If you're giving me points and Baker.
Oh, yeah, I forget. Nah, but Baker, you know what I'm saying? Baker fell on his face this last week, bro. So I think, you know what I'm saying? Nah, I like the Broncos D. I mean, they both stink. But just to be different, you're taking the Rams, so I'll take the Broncos just to be different.
I'm taking the Rams. I don't feel great about it. I don't care about it. Like, this is a game. That's a game you could shut the. Hey, that's Christmas Day. We scheduling. What time does that game kick off?
That's nap time. That's nap time.
Hey, 3:30. 3:30. That's when we're feeding the family. I mingle with the family at 3:30.
There you go. Facts.
The early game, I'm not doing much. I'm gonna watch that game. 3:30 game on Christmas. I'll turn it to the NBA or something.
Right.
Give me the Rams because both these teams stink.
Oh my God! The NFL's got to be kicking themselves right now with that being the 3:00 game on Christmas Day.
They gave it to the NBA.
Yeah, basically.
Seems the Rodgers. I don't think Rodgers is checked out at all. I don't.
Nah, man.
Start to the season now. I don't think he still wants to. You listen to his
interviews.
man.
He knows that if they win these next 3, there's a chance, bro. Yeah, I know. Yeah, he loves Aaron Rodgers, bro. That's why he's just talking crap to talk crap. He loves Aaron Rodgers, bro. We both love Aaron Rodgers, bro.
That's good. Hey,
we know you're watching, Aaron, bro. No disrespect, bro. We're big fans.
Both teams stink. McVay, the better coach. I've said I won't take the Broncos again. Craig's taking the Rams as well.
Like I said, I'll take the Broncos just to be different. I got no faith or no desire to. I don't even care about that game at all.
Alan said, oddly enough, that game's on Nickelodeon. That is fitting. Who the hell would have fucking?
Yeah, slime time. Just throw a bunch of slime on both of them.
Hey, we get into the Bucks at minus 7.5 against the Trace McSorley led Cardinals. Kyler's hurt. is now Colt McCoy is out, so it's their third string quarterback, Penn State alum Trace McSorley, starting for the Arizona Cardinals.
And it's the Bucks -7.
No, the Bucks plus 7.5, or Bucks minus 7.5. Sorry,
-7.5. Yeah, I'm taking the Bucks, bro. If they don't win this game, then Tom, you might as well just retire now, bro. If you don't blow out the Cardinals, then just go ahead and retire. Because if they lose, God forbid they lose this game to a third string quarterback, then you don't even deserve to win that division either. But I think the Bucks handle business. I know it's a lot of points, 7.5, but I don't see the Cardinals doing much of anything, bro. Exactly. That's what I said. Who? You know what I'm saying? I know the name only because, you know what I'm saying, I watch a little bit of Penn State football, but nah, man, he ain't. Nah. Tom Brady they better blow them out. Nah, yeah, we both thought that, John.
Alan saying Cardinals upset Bucks. I'm with Alan here. I like the Bucks money line, but I just can't pick. I just can't pick the Bucks, man. They have looked just absolute dog shit. Just dog shit. The last 2 weeks.
Bro.
And you're giving me 7.5 with the team that has D-Hop.
Yeah.
D-Hop can at least get it going, right? Give me.
Yeah, but can this kid even get him the ball?
They'll figure it out. Just
throw
it up in this vicinity.
You're making the smart bet, bro. You're making a smart pick by taking those points. Absolutely. I just
7.5. Yeah, that's I like Tampa money line.
That's a lot. Yeah.
I'm just uninspired. Last game of the week here. Chargers at the Colts. Maybe the second game of the week. Again, the Chargers got to have this one. I guess I was thinking the Chiefs is what I was thinking. The Colts. Colts are going with Big Dick Nick Foles here at home on Monday night. They are the dogs at +5. Do you like Big Dick Nick Foles here, Johnny? Or are you riding with the Chargers at -5?
I'm gonna pick the Chargers, especially the way you phrased all of that. I'm definitely picking the Chargers.
That's what his name is.
No, I know, but I'm not gonna go with Big Dick Foles. You know what I'm saying? So. I think like we talked before, man. I think Justin Herbert. I think he's gonna pull it off. I think he's gonna play well these next 3 weeks. I think they're gonna beat the crap out of the Colts, to be quite honest. And I think the Chargers are gonna solidify that last playoff spot, man. I like Justin Herbert here, man.
How can he pick the Colts after what they just fucking did last week? Like,
the shit about it is if they go up 33-0 on the Chargers, they ain't coming back. They don't, you know what I'm saying? They're not going to come back. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think they even.
Peyton Manning would have to, in his prime, would have to come out the tunnel for me to pick the Colts right now. I don't care if it's Big Dick Nick Foles or who the hell it is.
Right.
Sam Ellinger, fucking Stone, fucking Shoes, fucking Matt Ryan. The Colts don't have a quarterback, folks.
Nah, they don't. Isn't Jonathan Taylor hurt too?
Yeah, he's out for the year.
Yeah, no, man. The Chargers
no
are
running backs, no real receivers other than they do got that kid from Ohio State. What's his name? But I'm with you. Give me the Chargers.
Yeah.
They just too many weapons. The Colts, I can't pick them. They stink.
Yeah. This is the Chargers' opportunity. This is his opportunity to make the playoffs here, Justin Herbert. It's all right there in front of you, bro. You know what I'm saying?
100%. Johnny, before we get out of here, you got any last words, thoughts here before we get up out of here?
Besides, Friday night, check it out. Let's Talk Miami Dolphins on the Let's Talk Sports Network. I'm going to have a very, very special guest on the show that day. My boy Nick is going to be there representing his Packers. So Nick of the BodkinShow Show, of course, is going to be with me on Friday night, 8 p.m. on Let's Talk Sports. We're going to be talking. We're going to preview that Dolphins-Packer game and, you know what I'm saying, shoot the shit and have a good time, man. It's going to be fun. 8 o'clock. Check it out, people.
It will be a fun. Tufelo, we said this at the beginning of the show. If there's a team that can fall flat on their face, it is the Chargers.
It's so true. That's what worries me is that it's so true. Just like the Lions. Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? I'm going to have a little bit of faith. I'm going to be, I'm going to be the realistic optimist that I am, and I'm going to be optimistic here and say that the Chargers and Detroit both make the playoffs, man. Have a little faith, man. It's that time of year, man.
Right? It's Christmas, baby.
Yeah.
It's Christmas.
Right.
Hey. Well, all right. Hey, I appreciate it. Again, folks, Dan is doing a Let's Talk Sports giveaway. All you have to do is subscribe to the Bodkin Show, Let's Talk Sports, and the Whiskey Sports Podcast, and leave comments like all these people did tonight, and you are automatically entered for a $100 gift card, a jersey, your choice, an LTS mug, and shirt. There is that. And I'll be back in the morning for my weekly sports wrap-up show, and then I'll be back on with Johnny. And then plus up, folks, we moved, since all the games are on Saturday, we're doing our Sunday show on Saturday for the morning
game day show.
Game day show. So you can check us out Saturday morning.
I want to say 10 a.m.
Yeah, I think 10 o'clock your time, it's 9 o'clock my time.
Yep.
So great value.
Thank you, Tofu. Thanks for all the comments, people.
Everybody, thanks for the comments.
Smash that like button, yo.
Thanks. Yes. Thanks, Johnny. Again, smash the like button. Be a friend, tell a friend, hit the subscribe button. The little bell at the top will tell you when we're going live. Twofold, I'll never ban anybody in my entire life. I appreciate all the love, all the hate. I mean, it's all love, man.
It's all fun, man.
Yep. I'll never ban anybody unless you get real personal or bad, hateful, like real hateful. That's it, man. Like other than that, I'll never ban a person, never ask for anything. That's just who I am as a person. So with that being said, Johnny, I always appreciate you. It's been a pleasure, my friend. I'm going to hit that outro. Hopefully it works better than the intro. And we'll get out of here. It's been another great Wednesday. Be a friend, tell a friend, folks. We'll see you. Show talking Dolphins, and I'll be back in the morning. So we'll see you then.
What's up, bro? That was fun, man.